2 weeks after young officers ousted Burkina Faso's transitional president Captain Ibrahim Traoré was sworn in as president, Burkina Faso and its president has been in the news for some time now. The news calls the country unstable, outsiders are calling it unsafe, and there has been so much conflicting news online that nobody knows what to believe about the country. Burkina Faso is a landlocked country with many years of political instability, terrorism and foreign control, which has left many hopeless, with nearly 40% of the population living below the poverty line. How can Africa's fourth largest producer of gold be one of the poorest countries on the continent? If you take the land of Burkina, the underground is gold. At the center of it all is a 36-year-old soldier named Ibrahim Traore, who rose to power in 2022 right in the midst of the storm. Since then many have come to see him not just as a revolutionary but as somebody worth protecting, even with their lives. If someone came here and he's not a good person around this area of our president, we know the person to some is a rebel with a gun and to others is the second coming of Sankara. Whatever you choose to believe, he's gotten the full attention of the continent and now he has mine too. Don't take president salary, really? Yes. His cap, you only take captain salary up to now? Yes. Really? Yes. Realizing how very little I knew about the country, its people or the man behind the headlines, I decided to come here myself to explore the country, to speak with the people who live here and to hopefully hear from the man himself. Welcome to music. This was my first time in Burkina Faso, and like many African countries I've visited, I didn't know what to expect, so I stepped out into the city to feel the energy for myself. What surprised me as I started to explore the city was the way people moved around. It was far from what I would typically expect from a country under military rule, and it didn't feel like this country was in crisis. One of the fascinating things I've also seen so far being here is that you see like even women riding motorcycles. Yes, music. This land was once known as the Upper Volta, a former French colony. Upper Volta, August 5, 1960. Independence activities began with the arrival at Ouagadougou. They got their independence in 1960, but real change didn't come until 1983 when Thomas Sankara took power. He was young, bold and Pan-African. He renamed the country Bina, which means the land of the upright people, but in 1987 he was assassinated. What followed was a cycle of decades of political shifts, schools and power struggles. Then in 2022 another young soldier stepped forward. Music. Captain Ibrahim Traore has been declared the new head of the West African country. He took power at 34, making him Africa's youngest head of state, and his biggest promise was not to please the West but to do right by his people. The thing is, Ibrahim as the leader, he is not trying to give you an order, he shows you the way. Music. When Traoré came into power, he expelled French troops, suspended foreign media like France 24, restricted foreign NOSs, aligned more closely with Russia and neighboring anti-Western states, and made it clear that in the new Burkina Faso even foreigners, including white people, will be subject to the same laws as everyone else. The French airlines were lending in Burkina and they've put our country on riot that was chasing actually investors after country. So Ibrahim said, okay, no problem, your companies that is here are here, for example let's say French airlines, so you're not allowed to land in Burkina anymore. So they felt it, they came back to say, no, can we land again in your countries? So he said, first go and say that our countries are green online, then we can now discuss. So the president brought our own airline back. We didn't have any plane, to be honest. Oh, so now yeah, Anya, book of first Anya that can take you to most African country. When it will get bigger, we go everywhere. Music. And just like that the Sankara comparisons began. This led me to the memorial, which was recently renovated by the Ibrahim administration. Music. This exact spot was where he was actually assassinated. Music. Sit down. Oh wow, here. So then he came outside when he saw. Music. September. Music. Check out this statue, man. This is the hero. Place is really high up though. Music. As I moved across the city I noticed CCTV cameras mounted at intersections, on roads and in public spaces. They were not just for show, as they worked to keep traffic offenders in check. Don't respect my bed, the traffic light or the rules put by the president will be punished. How will you be punished? What would they tell you? You may clean the roads since the morning time until the afternoon time. You'll be cleaning the roads. You've been gathering the garbage. They something like that. What about if you were were white here there is no difference even last time they catch a Chinese yes and he was cleaning the road people were laughing yes everybody, music, as we're just driving past we saw these guys walking they're filling up the portals and this is one of the initiatives of the government music, most of the roads here used to be unted but now they have been TED and the ones that are not TED or that have some issues they are repairing them there are still some roads inside that are not tier but I'm guessing it's a gradual process as always tell you there is a